Welcome. We are going to talk about the BOGOs that doTERRA announced today. BOGO Box is always an exciting time in doTERRA because it gives us an opportunity to get lots of amazing essential oils for the best price all year. So right now it's buy 4 essential oils, get 6 free. And if you bought the BOGO box, yay, because you're in for a treat, because I'm actually going to tell you what's in the rest of the box. And we're going to talk about how you can go ahead and put these tools to use in your home once you're able, or once they come in the mail. So just for a refresher, because I always like to be reminded of how powerful these tools really are. So inside many plants, hidden in roots, seeds, flowers, bark, and leaves are concentrated, highly potent chemical compounds. And these chemical compounds actually look like tiny bubbles under a microscope. And there's a little picture of it over there on the screen. And they're actually what give a plant its scent. So if you've ever smelled an orange peel or a pine tree, you've actually already smelled an essential oil. So what our human senses perceive as smell is actually volatile, meaning they can escape into the air, chemical compounds that are vital to the survival of a plant and are actually what protect and heal the plant from hazards in its environment like mold, fungus, insects, germs, other things that it's exposed to in its environment. The essential oils then that we're able to harvest from these plants are actually 50 to 100 times more powerful than the herbal form. So just 1 drop of doTERRA's peppermint essential oil, for example, is the equivalent of using 28 peppermint leaves. So in the same way that these chemical compounds protect the plant at a cellular level, these concentrated compounds then protect us and can heal our body in the same way that they protect and heal a plant. So because we are biochemical beings, just like plants are, made by the same creator. There are no wasted efforts in nature, and neither should there be any wasted efforts in your healthcare. So there's actually over 3,000 identified chemical compounds that each offer unique health benefits. And it's really all about organic chemistry. I loved organic chemistry in college. Maybe you didn't have the pleasure, but it really comes down to how these each identified chemical compound interacts with our bodies. And because of how they interact, there's really endless physical and emotional applications to our health, how these amazing essential oils can be used aromatically, topically, and internally. Amazingly, essential oils are oftentimes actually more effective than traditional medicine. I am a nurse practitioner, as many of you know, and I was trained to believe that medications were the best thing that we could do for patients. And it was really only after the medical system failed me and my son that I decided I needed to open my mind to other options and do some of my own research. And I'm so glad that my friend Kristen Tigas gave me a couple drops of lavender because I had no idea how that was going to completely change our lives. So essential oils are fat soluble, which means they actually can easily get into our body's organs and cells, including our brain, and they are easily metabolized. So our body actually recognizes these molecules and knows what to do with them right away. So you can see there's a picture of a cell there. Essential oils can very easily pass through the cell membrane and get inside the cell and affect what's going on inside our cells at a cellular level. And the other great thing is, especially when you're able to take advantage of something like a BOGO week, it's really an affordable option for managing your health. Here, you can see that a little bit better. Because we're talking pennies per dose. Even, inexpensive medications still come with the cost of, an office visit to your provider to get the prescription, maybe missing some days of work, all those things. It's so empowering to have these tools that are so powerful just right at our fingertips. So a couple of the ways that we use essential oils, and many of you already know this, are aromatically. Just by diffusing essential oils, we can have a very powerful experience with them. Our sense of smell actually has the most powerful influence over our thoughts, emotions, moods, memories, and behaviors. And when we smell an essential oil, our olfactory receptors, and that's what makes up our sense of smell, actually send a signal to our limbic system in our brain. And at the center of this limbic system is an area called the amygdala, which actually instantly receives the incoming scent information before our brain even knows what we're smelling. By the time our thinking centers are triggered, we know what we've smelled, and the scent has already triggered an emotional response that changes our body's chemistry. Scent is a very powerful way to relieve stress, stabilize a mood, improve sleep, eliminate pain, relieve nausea, improve memory and energy levels, because they're actually changing our body's nervous system biochemistry. You can actually support your own emotional traffic using essential oils. You can also support the respiratory system in a very powerful way by helping heal tissue and helping that lung tissue to function properly. Second way we can use oils is topically. When you apply essential oils consistently over a sustained period of time, they actually activate your body's natural capacity to heal damaged tissue. This helps to remove blocks to healing that can build up over time, allowing our body's chemistry to come back to a state of balance. So for example, Deep Blue Rub, which we know is in the BOGO box, is really great for relieving pain in muscles and joints. There are several different components in Deep Blue Rub that work to reduce inflammation, heal damaged nerves, knit damaged tissue back together, and are actually just as effective as over-the-counter pain medications. The third way we can use essential oils, and this of course is only for doTERRA, is internally. So when plants are distilled into essential oils, the properties of that unique herb or plant material become super concentrated. So essential oils are actually far more potent than their whole plant material. Hence, only a small amount is needed when taking internal or essential oils internally. Obviously, you guys know no other brand is safe to do this. But when we take essential oils internally, we can very powerfully support our digestive system, as well as our immune system and many other body systems. Okay. Excuse me. Let's get to the good part. What is in the BOGO box? Well, here you go. The surprise is spoiled. So in the BOGO box, we know that I'm sorry, I have a tickle in my throat. Oh dear. We know that there is On Guard, cassia, deep blue oil, and Roman chamomile, and then you get a free Northern Escape. Well, the other free oils you're going to be getting are Breathe, Wild Orange, Copaiba, Black Spruce, and a deep blue stick. So let's dive right into it. So the free oil that comes with the box only, Northern Escape. Sorry, guys. Northern Escape is very inspiring and motivating, and it's great for managing like overstimulation from too much screen time. It's very, hold on, I'm gonna text my husband and ask me to bring me a tissue. I'm sorry, guys. Okay, sorry. It helps with relieving mental stress and relieving cluttered thinking. It's really great as a part of a bedtime routine because you can do what is called forest therapy. I love camping, so that's really great. Thank you. Sorry. I need some breathe in my life. Sorry, we've had a cold at our house. Excuse me, guys. What's that?
I need the Zoom link.
Oh, okay. It's on the Facebook page, but okay. So overstimulation from screen time. It's very inspiring and motivating. Helps relieve like a sense of confusion or brain fog. And it actually can be used to help relieve muscle aches. So Northern Escape is I don't know if any of you got some of the men's cologne, but it makes a really great like personal aroma for a man. It's very masculine, so guys are definitely drawn to this, but I think Northern Escape, especially this time of year, just feels very warm and cozy and is really great for kind of calming down the troops before getting ready for bed, or if you've just had, too much family gathering and you just need to chill out from all the family, this would be a great oil for that too. Okay, next, let's go to Roman chamomile. So I really love this oil. It's actually considered to be one of the 50 fundamental oils for, or excuse me, one of the 50 fundamental herbs in traditional Chinese medicine. And it's very similar to On Guard and cinnamon. So it's got a spicy, warm, oh no, I'm sorry. I'm talking about cassia. Let's go to cassia. I'm messing up my notes. Cassia is considered to be one of the 50 most important traditional Chinese herbs. And it has the a cinnamony kind of smell, warm, spicy. It's very similar to On Guard and cinnamon. And I love it because cassia is actually mentioned several times in the Bible and was used as an anointing oil. I don't know why I did that. And so really cassia is referred to as like a stripping oil, meaning setting yourself apart. So I kind of love that mental picture. There's a study in 2016 that suggested it can be preventative for the development of coronary artery disease, which is really amazing. And I think it does that because cassia is very helpful at managing healthy blood sugar levels. So you can add 1 drop to tea or coffee. It's good at boosting your metabolism, and it can help decrease food cravings. So you can add 2 to 4 drops to your feet or your abdomen. It's great for boosting libido. You can just add it to the diffuser in your bedroom. Helps warm up cold extremities. And it's also good for lung detoxing. And so you can actually just put a couple drops in your hand or in a diffuser and inhale to promote that. And then it's actually a natural antidepressant. And so you can add a drop or 2, not much, because it will definitely get hotter in a hot bathtub, but you can add it to a warm bath for some of those other benefits. Okay. And then, okay, now Roman chamomile. Sorry about that. Roman chamomile is the oil of purpose. So there was a 2006 study that showed that it can increase drowsiness and calmness when you breathe it in. So it's a great oil for promoting sleep. It also is a great oil for promoting calm behaviors, moods in kids who need to either sleep at night, or maybe kids that have ADD or ADHD tendencies. I've seen people say that Roman chamomile is like the ultimate church nursery oil because it just helps all the kids chill out and stop crying until their parents come back to pick them up. So maybe it's just not my kids, but I think a lot of kids could benefit from that. There was a 2013 study that showed a combination of Roman chamomile, neroli, and lavender actually decreased perceived anxiety levels in ICU patients. And so it's a really great oil for decreasing feelings of anxiety and depression because it works as an emotional trigger to your brain when you breathe it in. So, putting a drop in your hand or adding a drop or two to a diffuser blend can be helpful for those feelings. And then it can be helpful for managing leaky gut because it works as an antispasmodic, helpful for acid reflux, so it can help with digestion. You can add 2 to 4 drops on your abdomen topically for that. And then for skin, so if you have like bacterial skin stuff or like weird virus, or you can't really figure out what's going on, Roman chamomile can be really helpful. We had impetigo at our house a couple months ago, and it was really difficult to get rid of. We did end up on antibiotics, but what really helped was Roman chamomile and neroli on their skin because of how antimicrobial they are. So a really great use for Roman chamomile. And then it's also good for heart health. So it can actually be helpful in lowering blood pressure because it kind of helps your heart, what innervates your heart, your vagus nerve, to just calm down. So you can put 2 to 4 drops with coconut oil just right over your heart. And then Roman chamomile can also be helpful in easing nausea, especially in pregnancy, or if somebody struggles with motion sickness, you can rub it into the temples around your forehead, or just breathe it in. Okay. So Breathe essential oil. I have been smelling this all day because I have whatever cold my children brought home from daycare. And Breathe is doTERRA's respiratory blend. It's a blend of eucalyptus and peppermint and other essential oils that are just good at opening up our airways. Breathe also has been shown to improve how our body uses and consumes oxygen. So if you have a snore in your life or somebody with sleep apnea, Breathe can be very helpful at night. You can even add it into a CPAP mask just to help support an open airway, to support deep or good oxygenation while sleeping. Breathe can be very calming for a cough. It can help relieve congestion, and it just smells really good. I think Breathe and lavender combination in diffuser is one of my favorites at bedtime. Just smells really good. Promotes, the lavender deep sleep for my kids. And then you turn around and it is great support with the respiratory system while kids are sleeping as well. The eucalyptus in Breathe is very powerful against respiratory viruses. It's been demonstrated in several studies out of India to actually be able to kill COVID virus in the lungs. So Breathe is also really great for just supporting lung health and bugs and stuff that get into our lungs. Just, going to church or going to daycare or going to school, whatever it might be, to help support a healthy respiratory system. Okay. All right. Wild orange. Wild orange is the bravery oil. And if you have ever smelled the kids line Brave oil, it's got a lot of wild orange in it. It just smells so fresh and it's uplifting. There was a 2010 study that showed that wild orange actually decreases both lung and colon cancer cell growth. So it has anti-cancer properties when used on a regular basis. A combination of wild orange and rose has been shown to be very relaxing for the brain. So of course, wild orange supports a healthy immune system. You can take 1 to 2 drops internally. It tastes phenomenal in water, so refreshing, and just kind of quenches your thirst. And then of course, it is great for boosting or supporting healthy digestion. And it does this by, it improves the circulation to your gastrointestinal tract. It decreases inflammation in your gastrointestinal tract, and it works at easing cramps and constipation. So you can add 1 to 3 drops and just rub it on your abdomen, or you can add it to water. And then, of course, you can use it as a natural cleaner because it has very powerful antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral properties. And then it's great for lymph drainage. So it stimulates your liver, kidneys, and bladder to draw out toxins and get rid of them. So you can use 2 to 4 drops of wild orange with some coconut oil right on your lymph nodes. So that's actually what I did this morning. I can feel whatever's in my head is draining down into these nodes under my chin. So you can put wild orange with some coconut oil just right on there, and you can kind of pull down and do kind of like a lymph drainage. You could also do this with dry brushing to help support healthy lymph flow in other areas of your body. Okay, let's do deep blue next. So deep blue is like one of those must-have oils I think everybody needs, because it's so great for relieving pain and discomfort when it comes to muscles or a headache or anything like that. The deep blue oil is great for making up like a roller bottle. I don't know if you have anybody in your life who has like arthritis in their hands or knees. It's just really great in a roller bottle. It combined with the copaiba actually to relieve discomfort in joints. And of course, the deep blue stick is a little bit more of a convenient delivery system, and it has that copaiba already mixed in. So the deep blue oil has a combination of oils that help to knit damaged tissues back together, heal damaged nerves, reduce inflammation, and improve blood flow to the microvasculature. So you're not just covering up the discomfort you're experiencing, but actually helping those tissues to heal. Okay. And then when you combine it with copaiba, which is another oil in the BOGO box, you're going to have just this added expression of those essential oils. So copaiba is from the copaiba tree in South America, and it actually activates the endocannabinoid system. And the endocannabinoid system is what is activated by CBD oil. So it's really cool that we can have a safe, non-marijuana, non-THC option that does actually the exact same thing in a more direct fashion in our body to relieve discomfort, to improve mood, to improve blood pressure, to help our liver function more normally, to relieve discomfort, to support a healthy milk supply if you're a mom. There's to improve brain fog and thinking and focus and concentration at school, or to relieve anxiety. There's so many different ways that this essential oil can be used. It's great in combination with deep blue, and honestly great in combination with really any essential oil, because when you combine copaiba with another essential oil in a diffuser blend, for example, it almost acts as like a driver for that essential oil. So you have further expression in the oils, your body can utilize them more effectively, and you almost get this more intense, more therapeutic response from the essential oil when you combine it with copaiba. So I actually have just this bottle of copaiba on the counter or on the shelf in my vitamin cupboard, because I just will put 2 drops of it right under my tongue in the morning as part of my regular routine. Helps me focus at work, helps me just stay calm. It's actually really great for my skin, and it decreases inflammation generally in the body. So lots and lots of health benefits from using this. I could talk a lot about copaiba, but it's an amazing essential. It also comes in a soft gel, which is a little bit more of a convenient delivery system, but it's amazing that's one of the free oils in the BOGO box, because you can use it in so many different ways. Okay, then we have black spruce. So let me look at that one here on my wheel. because I wanted to share that one. So I have this emotion wheel from that I got from doTERRA, and black spruce is helpful. Let me look this up. I want you guys to see me using my resources because I don't know everything about these oils. I have this whole stack of books here next to me that I was reading through tonight because I love knowing how to maximize the benefit of these powerful tools so that not only me and my family, but my tribe can know how to use these and know how to put them to work so that you can experience those powerful healing drops in your home as well. Okay, so let's look this one up together. So I don't know if you guys have this or not yet, but this is called the Essential Life book. And this book is amazing because it has everything you could possibly want to know about every single essential oil. So at the front, I can actually just look up a specific essential oil. So I found black spruce. And on this page, it's going to tell me it's sourced from Canada. Its main chemical constitutes, its top properties. Oh, goodness sakes. It's anti-inflammatory. It's steroidal. So I think that goes with anti-inflammatory because I know we give patients steroids to decrease inflammation, right? It's an expectorant, so it can help people cough stuff up out of their lungs. It's calming, it's grounding and restorative. I love those pictures. And then it will tell me the top uses of this oil. So chronic joint and back pain, apply topically to areas of concern. That sounds really interesting. Low testosterone, apply topically to wrists, feet, and gonad reflex points. So not your actual gonads, but the reflex points. It might be an experience if you didn't do the reflex points. But anyway, I wanted to show you guys that these resources are available. These books, at least on our team, you can get them for free once you set up your loyalty rewards. Books like this. We have also other options like Advanced Oil Magic. They're always coming out with new editions. I love these books too because they have a lot of recipes and protocols in them. And then one of my favorite books is actually called Essential Oils, Ancient Medicine. And it's by Dr. Josh Axe. And it has just some different information that the other doTERRA research don't have. Like a whole section on pregnancy and motherhood. I really relied on that heavily when I was pregnant. There's a great recipe here for strep throat and a home sore throat gargle, oregano oil, peppermint, and a teaspoon of salt and warm water. So there's lots of really great recipes in this book too that I rely on heavily. So that's one of my favorite resources. Okay. So that's black spruce. And then finally we come to On Guard, which is just like the shining star of all things immune health supporting. On Guard has been demonstrated in multiple clinical studies to be able to stop the replication of the influenza virus. I know, RSV is just so bad right now, and I'm just glad that, we have these tools in our home that I know, even if my kids get sick, they don't get as seriously ill, and, the duration of the illness isn't as long. On Guard comes in multiple different formulations, but in the BOGO box, you get the oil. I think On Guard pairs really well with Holiday Peace from the Holiday line. We actually love Holiday Peace as one of the oils we diffuse at night for sleep, and I think it pairs really nicely with On Guard for as far as how it smells. Okay. So we know that doTERRA is different because, they partner with farmers who grow the plant material used to make the essential oils from where those plants grow best, which doTERRA believes provides not only potency of the essential oil, but consistency and purity. And I love that they pay farmers fair wages. There's no middleman. And, you know, they are partnering with people who, a lot of them live in third world countries, and they're creating jobs for families who wouldn't normally have, you know, a consistent source of income. And then, of course, you know, once you get your BOGO box and get some of these essential oils, it just allows you to kind of start, you know, making over your medicine cabinet and kind of developing, you know, this new lifestyle of, you know, preventative care rather than reactive care. So, of course, I love the Lifelong Vitality Pack. This is doTERRA's vitamin pack. It's got all the essential vitamins and minerals that you need to support all your healthy cell functions. There's an inflammation reducer, and then an omega complex that's infused with 9 different essential oils. And then for additional gut health, there's digestive enzymes and, of course, probiotics, which are both super important for maintaining a healthy digestive system. And then, of course, as part of your daily health habits is the brand new MetaPower system, which is the first and only system that provides support for healthy metabolism. And it's designed to help you live your most powerful life at a cellular level by activating your longevity genes. This is a collagen powder with 9 types of marine collagen tripeptides that are actually activated when you add water. So it has the same, actually better absorption than liquid collagens. It just, you know, comes in I think maybe a more economic packaging in a powder that you can then activate just by adding water to it in your home. And then this metabolic assist. This is a carb blocker. You take it before your largest carb meal of the day. It actually helps slow down digestion and slows down how your body is absorbing those carbs to reduce blood sugar spikes. And then these metabolic soft gels, these have been demonstrated to shrink the fullness of your existing fat cells. And then as you have natural cell turnover, it resists the process of those new fat cells maturing and plumping up into the full fat cells that we don't necessarily want, and actually increase our risk of other health issues. Okay, so there are 3 types of people at these classes. People who just love their oils and love BOGO Week and love the lifestyle. And then there are some who want to share. They love, maybe want to get their products paid for, and they want to help their family or people in their community get these amazing products. And then there are some people who are, you know, listening to me get through this class tonight with my congestion. And they're like, oh my word, I could do that so much better than Andrea. And you want to earn an income and then, you know, make an impact in your community. So there's, you know, 3 ways to get doTERRA retail, which, you know, you see that on the shelves at chiropractor offices, wholesale customers, and that's what we all are, right? Where we're getting 25% off everything we get. And then we, you know, take advantage of these promos that doTERRA does with BOGO Week, where we can buy 4 oils and get 6 for free. If you're not a current doTERRA member, you can actually get a wholesale membership with the purchase of the BOGO box this week. And you'll actually get a free Citrus Bliss. That's what it should say. A free Citrus Bliss with your BOGO box with a special promo code that we can give you. There are also lots of other amazing starter collections that doTERRA's put together. If you don't have an account, the Natural Solutions Kit is like the granddaddy of them all. You know, it saves you the most money. I thought this was like, who would ever buy this when I started with doTERRA? But it turns out I have all of this stuff, and I should have just bought this in the first place because I would have saved a lot of money because I loved what I have from doTERRA and ended up getting all that anyway. So Then there's the Healthy Habits Kit that has those vitamins we talked about with a couple different essential oils. A Home Essentials Kit that has some of the top 10 essential oils. And then, of course, you get to be a part of our community where we do classes like this for free and teach you how to use your stuff. We do lots of giveaways. We have regular continuing education, and you get to be part of our community. Okay, so I'm going to stop this recording.